What's this? This is the new generation COOLMAX SRX Solar MPPT charge controller from AERL. Now that's a mouthful. These guys are absolute pioneers in the renewable space, and they're bringing sexy back to DC coupling with new tech and sleek new design. Gone are the days of small, multiple paralleled strings and expensive ground fault detectors. This has a 600 volt DC input, so one string of PV for easy installation and built-in ground fault detection on both the PV and the battery side. These are made here in Australia. In fact, their factory is about a strong 6-iron with a power fade from where I'm standing here in Brisbane. This same chassis comes in 24, 48, and 120 volt output, which is perfect for the majority of off-grid systems being installed today. It has a very small heat sink, and that is due to the next generation silicon carbide-based power electronic technology. It has a serviceable fan module on the top as well, keeping the internals cool even in the hottest spots of Australia. All the safety functionality you would expect as well, like surge for lightning, reverse current, and reverse polarity protection. It's super easy and simple wall mounting bracket provided. Just mounts on the wall, and then you just hang this directly onto that. Once mounted, you just remove this bottom cover and expose everything you need. There are 3 25mm entry ports in the rear and in the bottom for your PV, your battery, and your comms cable. This also allows you to see what's inside, and we'll have a quick look at those right now. You've got your PV connection terminal right here, positive and negative. The battery connection terminal here, positive and negative. Make sure you get that one right. It is reverse polarity protected, but it will still trip the output breaker or blow the fuse. You've got daisy chain, Modbus 485, and CAN bus as well, so you can go in and out if you have multiple chargers on the wall. And there's a little built-in 120 ohm resistor for termination. There's also this little USB-C right here, and that's for connection to the AERL Link configuration software, which is very user-friendly and available on their website for download, where you can play around with the MPPT settings on their demo viewer. I recommend you take a good quality USB to USB-C cable with you as well, about 1 meter or less when you're going to site for commission. So why DC coupling? Well, there are many reasons, but none greater than redundancy. If your batteries get to a low enough voltage and you either don't have a generator, or it's run out of fuel, or there's some other issue, the battery inverter will actually shut off. And it requires a very convoluted startup procedure the next day in order to get everything running again. With DC coupling, as soon as that sun comes up and the current starts to flow to those batteries again, that battery inverter will turn back on, then start up those managed AC coupled inverters, and it'll start all the loads up again. It's a beautiful automatic self-recovering system. Another great reason would be if you have a somewhat small but very consistent load. So you don't need a lot of power, kilowatt, but you need a lot of energy, kilowatt hours. So with battery inverters, you can only have a certain ratio of power to AC coupled inverters, and therefore PV. So with DC coupling, you could add more PV to match those large energy requirements without breaching those ratios or having to put on a bigger inverter and more AC coupled PV. And the last reason, which we see more and more of these days, is when the amount of inverter capacity per phase is being limited by the DNSP. So DC coupling with these AERL charge controllers are not actually counted into that total inverter capacity. So that you can therefore get more PV on your roof and start producing more energy. These SRX controllers are now in stock at supply partners across the country at all of our warehouses. So please reach out to your BDM for pricing and information, or to our tech department for design and technical assistance.